Yo guys, T-Fish back with a brand new video. Today we're doing a little bit of a mini series or the start of one, and this is going to be breaking down basketball YouTubers' signature moves. The first one we're going for, AJ Lapray. First off, let me know who you guys want to see me break down next. dvontay, LSK, Jesser, J-Law, whoever it is, leave it down in the comment section below and I'll get to it. The first thing we got to talk about with AJ is that these signature moves are great and they're efficient in one-on-one, but you're not going to stop AJ from scoring. The man is honestly just a straight bucket. That goes without saying, to be honest with you guys. This man can shoot lights out. He was literally recruited for the purpose of shooting. Him and Austin Mills are the two best shooters on YouTube. So like I said, this man can shoot lights out. And even with good defense, he's proven that he'll probably take the shot. And he might even make it as well. And he has the confidence in himself to do that. So we're going to have a few, we only have two signature moves for AJ, and then we have a caveat of his game that we'll get to a little bit later, talking about pivot foots and stuff like that. So before we get into the signature moves, I have one last thing to talk about, and that is that in 5-on-5, AJ had this play run for him in college, and it seems to have it happen when he plays in the NBA Playmaker runs months and months ago. But it's pretty much just a screen pin down. In college, it happened a lot for him into the mid-range, the kill box area, the paint where he'd shoot a fadeaway jumper. But in the NBA Playmakers run, now I found clips for these. He ended up getting one, I think, to the left wing. It was a triple pin down for him. And he's always going to end up open because he can shoot, so people are going to want to set screens for him. And then he has a quick release, so you can just get it off regardless. First signature move we have is a pump fake step through. Now this is something that I think is relatively new to AJ's game, or at least in the older one-on-one videos, to stop me from scoring videos, or one-on-ones with Tanner Morgan. I didn't really see him do it a whole lot. Now maybe it's because Timo's 6'9" or 6'10" or whatever it is, and maybe there's just a significant height difference. But this seems like it's something relatively new, but he seems to be doing it, and it's really effective. So normally, and I do this when I play as well, when I go to throw a pump fake where I'm driving, I hop into my shot, giving me kind of like no room to continue. When you hop into a pump fake or a stop, it gives the option to the defensive player to track the movement and kind of just stay on your hip and stay with you, get a hand up, or just stay on you and throw both their arms up. With AJ, he stops on a dime, so there's no tracking. He just goes, uses all his momentum to throw a head fake and a pump fake in there, and sends the defensive player flying. And then he just, nice little finger roll step through. I think the most effective one I've seen him do so far was on Nelson Chan. And I have the clip for you guys playing in the background. But this move was stupid effective, and it was really, really good for him. So I just think that was that was hands down the best move I've seen. Best example of his pump fake step through that I've seen on YouTube. The other signature move, I feel like every YouTuber has a step back in their arsenal, but AJ's is a size up step back. So normally, a guy will pound dribble and step back or whatever. AJ sends a few moves to freeze the defender, and then he'll step back. So it'll either be between the legs, double between the legs, a simple crossover, whatever it is, and then he'll step back. Because of how long he is paused, he gathers a lot of space, and because of how quick his jumper is, he can just get it off regardless if you're closing out, if you're Chris Staples, LSK, whoever it is. Doesn't matter about your length, he will probably get the shot off. And because AJ is a knockdown shooter and coming off screens and everything, he shoots off balance, even though he can square up pretty quickly. It's probably going in. The last one isn't a signature move. Again, this is more of a caveat of his game, something I don't really see a lot, but he's comfortable off both pivot foots. So for me, I'm a right-handed shooter. I'm most comfortable off my left pivot foot. That seems to be the case for a lot of people. That's how I was taught to play basketball. My father played high school basketball. He ran with college guys. I've played with Division II guys, and it seems to be the case that if you're right-handed, you're more comfortable off your left pivot foot. If you're left-handed, you're more comfortable off your right pivot foot. I've played with a lot of different people, and this seems to be the path. But AJ here is comfortable both off left and right, though strangely enough, I see him pull or pivot off his right foot most of the time. The reason this is so scary is because if he's quick enough to get his leg back, whether he does a jab step in towards middle if he's on the left wing, he's quick enough to get back and square up, or just whatever he's doing, he's got his shoulders square to the basket. So that's really, if you guys watch any of his shooting videos, tutorials, or anything like that, the one thing he talks about the most is getting your shoulders square to the basket. He does that, and it's quick, it's efficient, and he can create a lot of space just by jab stepping. And then he shoots a shot. And it's super hard to defend because it's so quick. And he's 6'5", so that super tall frame allows him to just get the shots off quicker and make it harder to contest. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I think I rambled a little bit, and I apologize if I wasn't super concise. Comment down below who you guys want to see me break down their signature moves and a little bit of the caveats of their game as well. Subscribe with notifications turned on. I'm going to be doing some in real life basketball stuff. I'm going to keep doing the Asking Strangers on Omega videos that I've been doing. You guys have been loving that. And yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Peace.